Welcome everybody. My name is Michael or Kubera. I will be your host today for a sponsored video for Moonday Finance. It is going to be our first sponsored DeFi yield farming video. I've been waiting a while to hold off on DeFi and yield farming specifically for the reasons that it is risky, that it may fail sometimes depending on which project you invest in. The whole point of decentralized finance is to be decentralized, but the scale of how decentralized it is really varies from project to project. Some of the really decentralized projects, if they were created in such a way that there were errors or something would glitch out, a black hole essentially would be created where money is just lost and the developers have no control over it. So we're going to explore this project and also the risks of DeFi. And for those who are new to DeFi, I'm going to explain a few of the vocabulary terms that are very popular. And this marks a significant changing point where from now on we will have a few DeFi videos sprinkled in each month. DeFi is not for crypto beginners. Let me repeat that. I'd say you'd have to have at least 6 to 18 months of experience prior with altcoins and normal Bitcoin trading. It can get complex at times, so we're going to try and keep this very, very simple. And we're going to go through the press releases through their Medium page. Also, it's a little bit different than previous promotions that we've had. I have to disclose everything fully now. It's both new regulations and YouTube monitors for that as well. So with that out of the way, let's discuss about Moonday Finance and MoonFarm. What is it? What is yield farming? Let's roll the intro. What is yield farming? First of all, before you invest in any project, whether that is DeFi, whether that is altcoins, or even our beloved Bitcoin, never invest more than you can afford to lose. This is coming from someone who knows this rule very, very well. Unfortunately, I broke it. So always understand the full risks of what you're doing, as you can make a lot of money, but you can also lose a lot of money. Always do your due diligence before doing any investments. Research. For some projects, there might be a lot of hype, so always double check. Where is this coverage coming from? Where is the hype originating from? Is it from just a few YouTubers, or is the community sentiment on Twitter, on Reddit, on Bitcoin Talk, on all of these other small little communities on Discord? What are the reviews? What are they saying about this project? I'm not a financial advisor, so I cannot disclose whether you should invest in this project or any project for that matter. Before investing, if you have any questions, you should probably actually reach out to a financial advisor who not only is a financial advisor and has their proper licenses, but specializes in cryptocurrency as well. So with that out of the way, what is yield farming? Well, it's referred to liquidity mining. And liquidity, well, this is going to be very important because later on we're going to be discussing about an LGE, liquidity generation event. So liquidity mining is a way to generate rewards with cryptocurrency holdings. DeFi is famous for its loans. Now, DeFi has a lot of use cases for it, but in simple terms, it means locking up cryptocurrencies and getting a reward, so staking. Yield farming can be parallel to that. However, there's a lot of complexity going on in the background. In many cases, it works with users called liquidity providers whose sole job is to add funds to the liquidity pool. What is a liquidity pool? It's basically a smart contract that contains funds in return for providing liquidity to the pool. The LPs get a reward. That reward may come from fees generated by the underlying DeFi platform or some other source. Some liquidity pools pay their rewards in multiple tokens. Remember Wi-Fi, Y-Earn? Well, there were two tokens. One was priced at a higher price point. Those reward tokens then may be deposited to other liquidity pools to earn rewards there, and so on. You can already see how incredibly complex strategies can emerge quite quickly, and they can also be very profitable if you're earning interest from one side and from another side. The basic idea is that a liquidity provider deposits funds into a liquidity pool and earns rewards in return. Yield farming is typically done using ERC20 tokens on Ethereum, and the rewards are usually also a type of ERC20 token. Simple terms, you can check it all on Etherscan. You see, all right, this is what the token is, how much of it I have, but this might change in the future. Yield farmers will typically move their funds around quite a lot between different protocols in search of high yield. As a result, DeFi platforms may also provide other economic incentives to attract more capital to their platform. 2017, 2018, we had the ICO boom. Then a lot of people got interested in STOs. 2020 was the year of the DeFi boom. What started the boom? A sudden strong interest in yield farming may be attributed to the launch of the COMP token, the government's token of the compound finance ecosystem. While it didn't invent yield farming, it gave launch to a new type of fundraising. You're going to see this term a lot, TVL, total value locked. It measures how much crypto is locked in DeFi lending and other types of marketplaces. In some sense, TVL is aggregate liquidity in the liquidity pools. So now that we're discussing about liquidity and liquidity generation events on another project that claims that the LGE is a concept that was created by them, they probably took it from a normal liquidity event, which differs from the DeFi version, the LGE. A liquidity event is an acquisition, merger, initial public offering, or other event that allows founders and early investors in a company to cash out some or all of their ownership shares. It's usually an exit strategy for an illiquid investment. So this is going to be a little bit different. This says the most common liquidity events are IPOs, but with yield farming and with DeFi projects, LG is basically like the ICO when it starts launching. The mechanism behind LGE, and LGE uses a smart contract which collects a variety of tokens during a determined period. That's all that is. After the timer is over, the contract uses the collected funds to create a new liquidity pool. Participants who contributed tokens to the LG smart contract will receive LP tokens after the event is over. The Moonday Finance already exists. You can find it on Uniswap. Token safety alert, you're going to find this for any Uniswap token. Anyone can create and name any ERC20 token on Ethereum, including creating fake versions. So always double check, I understand. And we see that Moonday.finance is at $175 currently. Its total liquidity is $44,000. It's down 11%. Over the past 24 hours, 146 transactions amounted to $42,450. Now, when we look at all, we see that this was created back in September of 2020. And it really peaked up here. It spiked. It looks like it started at $10, $40, $27. So a lot of these people who got in here, at the peak, it reached $3,100. Absolutely crazy. This was in October, and then there was a steep drop off. That's what we mean when we were discussing about risk. Yes, you can make a lot of money, but you can also lose it very quickly if you don't know what you're doing. What are the risks of yield farming? Well, there's scam risks, there's code risks, unintentional bugs, and there's an Ethereum fee risk. There might be scam projects, that is pretty self-explanatory. Risks from bugs when yield farming. Often these are benign issues, but sometimes they can be serious and someone can exploit the issue to their advantage. If you have supplied money to a borrow-lend protocol, a bug like this could end up losing your entire money. There isn't such a risk for larger, wealthier participants, but if you're investing $5 here, $20 there, for smaller participants, Ethereum gas fees can become a genuine issue. In August 2020, Ethereum fees rocketed as several projects offered yield farming opportunities. Smaller players found the cost to withdraw their funds were higher than their earnings. And in addition to these three main risks, the other risk applies to any project. Think of this as the penny stocks of the stock investing world. There's inherent risk when a project goes up really quickly. It might be a bubble. It might never come up to that initial peak point. So I got reached out to from the lead developer for Moonday. He said our project has been gaining some buzz around the DeFi space and we'll be holding a pre-sale soon, today actually, in a few hours. And I would like your help in promoting. So I said, sure, why not? His name is Densetsu, and here he is writing on Medium. From the beginning, Moonday Finance has been hit with one issue, liquidity. The tokenomics of Moonday Finance is unmatched, which has been proven with past results. However, a lack of liquidity makes the Moonday Finance token unreasonably volatile. After analyzing different scenarios to fix this situation, I believe the best solution would be to create a yield farming token and a yield farming platform using Moonday and a new token called MoonFarm token, in which you'll be able to yield farm MoonFarm tokens for Moonday. This name is subject to change if someone copies it. Yield farming will be a self-sustained way of providing liquidity for Moonday Finance, as well as a self-sustained way of staking. So what are the benefits? 99% of the liquidity of MoonFarm will be in Moonday, which means you'll be able to yield farm MoonFarm for Moonday, and the OTC presale LGE funds will give Moonday massive liquidity. MoonFarm liquidity will be provided by the current Moonday team. This means if this LGE is successful, Moonday Finance token will have more liquidity. So let's go through some FAQs. Question number 1, will this cause inflation for Moonday? The answer to this is no, Moonday will not be inflated, and in order to farm the MoonFarm token, you'll need the Uniswap liquidity pool token for the pairs Moonday MoonFarm, which means that those attempting to farm MoonFarm will still be providing liquidity to Moonday. What will prevent the price of MoonFarm from dumping while people are all selling their dividends for profit? Since MoonFarm will start off with a massive amount of liquidity, as well as the fact that users need the Moonday MoonFarm LP pool tokens, even as users are claiming their daily dividends and selling them, theoretically, the price should not drop significantly. One other measure we are taking to ensure that the MoonFarm price does not drop significantly is by doing a buyback program for the MoonFarm token. It's not controlled by humans, it's controlled by a smart contract, as most DeFi projects should. The Moonday Ethereum liquidity pool that will be created after the MoonFarm LG will be locked by a smart contract. Anyone who provides a liquidity provider program based upon the Uniswap fees for swapping tokens will receive dividends paid out. This contract will also be collecting fees from people buying and selling Moonday with Ethereum or for Ethereum. What about the Moonday Capital contract? It is a smart contract that's not going anywhere. So when is the LG? It's going to begin at 7 p.m. Eastern time on November 13th, today. The MoonFarm tokens will have an initial price of 10 US cents. There will be 10% bonus for those who get in on the first 10 days. After the first 10 days, it'll go up to 30 cents. The LGE ends if the hard cap is reached. The hard cap will be set at 13,455.93 Ethereum, and each Ethereum is currently around $460. I've been in many pre-sales where users waited hours to get in, and when it started, no one could get in and they immediately ended. This hard cap goal is a target to allow Moonday Finance to have the best possibility of succeeding as a top cryptocurrency. 90% will go to the Moonday Finance Uniswap liquidity pool. 10% will go towards marketing, such as this video, exchange listings, and future smart contract development. There'll be a referral option for the LGE for those who have a decent following to benefit spreading the word. In conclusion, this LGE will fix the issue of the Moonday Finance liquidity, provide a more self-sustained version of staking, and allow those who wanted to financially help the Moonday Finance project by providing a way of supporting us. It took a while to get moondayfinance.com to load, so that's why we didn't start off with this. That's a little bit weird, not sure why it took so long, but this is what the website looks like. When we type in Moonday Finance on YouTube, we see that Crypto Muscle recently has just made a video on this. Crypto Nate has discussed this. Crypto Lightsaber, Bitcoin Quirks, Damon Willis, Crypto Chewy. So mainly small channels are promoting this. Crypto Nate. The main problem we see here is this sudden pump. With every single pump, there's a few people who make a good amount of money, and the others, well, unfortunately, they're just going to get dumped on, and then it's very difficult to sell when you're at the bottom. What you also want to do is make sure that you look through the transactions, whether it's for this project, for any project. Are there any large transactions that are A, either selling, or B, either buying? And then you want to track where the money's coming from, which wallet. I'm actually going to have a video about this and finding whale wallets and how they can manipulate prices. That's going to be coming out soon. When we look through the other articles, there hasn't been much. There's only been one article really on Moonday Farm. Now, the good news of this project is this. In the DeFi world, it's all speculation. It's very high speculation. It's high risk. But some of these projects have very little promotion whatsoever. It's just rumor, and sometimes all it takes is one or two main investors, a small little whale investor, because it's not going to be usually a lot of money that moves in DeFi. It's just going to take a few thousand sometimes for some of these smaller volume projects. But that really gets some of these projects starting to move. Whether you'll be able to make some money from staking, such as those who made money from the original Moonday pump, that question cannot be answered. Moonday Finance is listed on CoinGecko. It's mainly on Uniswap Uniswap, but it is also appearing on Bilaxy. Bilaxy had a higher volume over the past 24 hours with 75,000. And that is that. Thank you everyone for watching this video. If you enjoyed it and would like to find out more about this project, please check out the links in the description below. Again, I must remind you that this video is not a recommendation from me, as I currently have not invested in DeFi. I won't invest in DeFi. I view it as too risky, and I'm not a certified financial advisor, so I can't advise you on what to invest in. Before investing in any project, you always have to do your due diligence and research it. This goes for anything, even Bitcoin. Never invest more than you can afford to lose. And with that out of the way, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, hit that like button, comment down below, and we shall see you guys in the next video. Bye.